In this month of June, the key is not to run, but to listen.
Hello, how are you? I am Marce Carbonell, professional channeler, and every month I tell you in this podcast what energies are going to accompany us. They are energies that accompany the earth, the human being, well through the stars, through the movements of Mother Earth herself, of its own evolution, and also through what the human being needs. So in this whole mix, the beings of light who sponsor us every month take care of us, bring us advice, bring us balanced, bring us well, tools that are very good for
cope with the evolutionary processes that have their intricacies, because like every month we have their advice here. So we start. Let's talk a little about the month of June. We were now coming from the month of May that brought us an energy of how we relate to life, how I relate to people, how I relate to my body, how I relate to my work, to my expectations, to the past, present, future time. Well, it was almost like
It was essentially an overview of how I connect.
And all this leads us to this moment, and at this moment something arrives that comes very well for us, which is the pause. Let's see, as always, like every month we can have a month aligned or misaligned, then we discuss it in more detail. But who invites us to the month of June? Does the month of June invite us to seek peace, to seek harmony?
What instills this sense of peace and harmony? Here's the key.
Well, you will have to do your internal review, hence the audit we did last month, right? How was I relating to life?
It now brings us processes in which perhaps we have updated ways of relating. That means that perhaps I am in a space of more peace, and at the same time I have more clarity about what gives me peace and what doesn't. So for each one, peace can mean different things, because it is not the same, as we already know. Everyone's path, right? There are no two people alike in the world. So peace is found when one aligns himself on his path and in his times. Okay, so, I'm also going to generalize. Allow me to give you a little context there, but what can give you peace? Well, look, avoid excesses. What is excess? Well, as we said, it depends on you. You will know exactly if it is a lot or a little for you. It depends on what circumstance or situation. Try to avoid excesses of everything. The excess, of social networks, the excess of, for example, food, the excess of socializing, if it can be too much, the excess of, work, the excess of, it's time to take a little look, try to avoid excesses. June doesn't ask you for excesses. June asks you for pause, silence. June asks you for peace. Okay, so everything has a reason, I'll tell you later, but in any case, trying to avoid excesses is good advice to find peace.
What else can help you? Avoid noise.
What kind of noise? Look, from the physical noise, try to avoid the thunderous noise.
Hey, maybe it doesn't bother you. It even gives you peace to be with headphones and music at full blast, and that for you is pure harmony. Well, then cross out what I'm saying, but in general, the physical noise.
This month of June is not good for us. Okay, always with common sense, take it to your field, to your life, to your incarnation.
But also avoid energetic noises. For example, too mental noises, overthinking, trying to take it aside, park it, emotional noises. For example, the typical case of a person who is still too toxic demanding. Hey, no, outside, right? We try to avoid noise. Emotional, mental, energetic, even physical. Everything that distracts you, everything that takes away your inner peace, everything that is noise outside. Why? Because what we are looking for is silence and authenticity, the coherence of being who you are. So we try to avoid excesses, we try to avoid noise, we try to take care
our emotions, take care of our mind, take care of our energy, take care of our physique, take care of it, pamper it. And that normally means, giving it a little look, a little pampering, and we all know which foot we're limping on, more or less. There won't be. There are always scenarios in which, we are not as good at taking care of ourselves as others. We try to give it a little pampering. That will benefit us. It's not that you have to do it. It's advice that will benefit you.
To find peace, so take him back to your land.
And of course, everything that is introspection, spaces of serenity, well, all these things, are going to suit you well. Everything that gives you peace and harmony and coherence is what the month of June asks of you. Because in reality, and here comes the crux of the matter, is that in this piece you can find an answer to a question. It's not just any question. The big question is, where do I really want to go? Boom! It's a question we ask ourselves from time to time, isn't it?
It's not a question.
But this month of June wants to give you the answer, but it can only give it to you if you are in a place of peace.
So where do I really want to go?
Do I shape my existence based on my soul's desires or merely through inertia? And what does that really mean for me? Interesting, isn't it?
And this answer can mark a before and after in your life. It's not something to ignore, it's truly an exceptional chance worth seizing.
So it's a month, this month of June, that can feel perhaps less explosive from the outside, right?
Less showy or less thunderous on the outside, but that I assure you, or the beings of light assure us, or rather that it will mobilize us from within if we give it this peace, this harmony, this transparency, so that we can find that fantastic response. Where do I want to go?
So well, I'll tell you a little about how you will be if you have a month of June aligned or misaligned, so that you can interpret it and immediately redirect. Yes, that's fantastic. Redirection. We are not human. And at some point we are going to limp in some aspect, okay? It's part of the magic of life too.
Now, if I realize it in time, bam, I can redirect it and place it in an aligned place that gives us, well, always good opportunities.
Aligned, because if you are aligned in the month of June, you prioritize peace, calm and no noise and less noise.
You will also feel that you have a clearer intuition. You will prioritize mental and emotional peace.
You will feel the bonds, so there is less noise, right? You will be able to feel the links with people, with places, with projects, and with life.
Even MRI results, their synchronicity and resonance align with the calm. You'll find the wonder in life becomes increasingly visible, standing out, and enriching your perspective. You want to simplify and order your life, right? They're gonna do you from the inside. On the other hand, you are going to make decisions calmly.
Give me some time before answering you, for example. Or, oh, I have a strong impulse, right? Impetuous to do something, but I'm going to take my time before acting.
You will enjoy the silence and simplicity, and on a physical level, you can even feel that at a tensile, muscular, or different tensions that can accumulate in your body are relaxing. You might experience dreams that rejuvenate, providing a sense of deep repair and refreshment, leaving you feeling truly rested and at ease.
Now, if it's misaligned, how can you identify it?
Because you might feel mentally overloaded, physically, emotionally, and energetically drained, always seeking distractions, avoiding staying in the present moment or embracing peace. Often this leads to excessive scrolling on social media to fill the void.
Until I almost died, until I fell asleep. That's wrong. A consistent craving for distractions might result in a mix of overthinking, self-doubt, increased irritability, and a sense of hollowness within. Perhaps not absolute emptiness, but fragmented voids inside.
You may find yourself drained, and even when utterly tired, there's an inability to cease or pause.
Pushing to control uncontrollable factors or clinging to circumstances that aren't beneficial or harmonious.
Tension in the body coupled with sleeplessness are just a few notable indications. While countless more examples exist, these are among the prominent signs to gauge whether your mental or emotional alignment veers off track. Such clues can serve as practical tools, and I'm genuinely glad to share them with you for better introspection. Well, what are the tips that the beings of light give us for this month of June? There are 3 main ones. Let's start with the first one.
Clear your energy field.
Clean your energy field may involve different solutions and tools for you. He said it at your discretion. Practical examples, simple practical examples, and accessible to everyone. Taking a refreshing walk in nature to rejuvenate your energy. What else? Making decrees. We know a little about decrees, how they are made. They help us clean the energy fields.
For example, if we decree that I have a restorative sleep, that I have a dream that it balances my chakras, that my life is full of synchronicities, that I am at peace, that I am calm,
that my energy field purges and cleanses easily and harmoniously throughout the day. The decrees, warning, and quick reminder are always made in the positive and present. I don't want no, the I want no, because it means that that is not being real.
Or we also avoid the I don't want to feel dirty energetically either. We try to avoid the word no and always in the present tense. Example.
My energy field is cleansed throughout the day from a place of harmony. For example, this one is perfect. Always the present is already happening positively, and trying to avoid any word that implies precisely what we do not want. That is why the word does not play tricks on us.
Come on. Secret we have told you, nature if you want to use well, energy therapy, varies, I don't know, Reiki, shamanism in short, and others that also exist, or mineral therapy, right? I work with gems because it is a fantastic, exceptional job. It would be a good time to apply it practically daily in this month of June. So well, above the table, floral therapy, essential oils. What do you use to clean your energy? Remember, June holds its own significance. Keep that in mind. If it is not daily, as often as possible for you, clean your energy field. It will help you in all aspects because it will align you with peace, with harmony, which the month of June already asks you for, that your soul already asks you for it, because it is aligned with heaven, with the earth. It is aligned with the human being, not with evolution of the Homo sapiens that you are. So let yourself be felt, and there the cleansing of the energy field, also take it to what is comfortable for you and is your language in which you are comfortable and comfortable. Engage in meditation or contemplation. What do you like? Personally, I like to meditate, but I like contemplating much more. We are not going to fool ourselves. 5 or 10 minutes a day like that. Do it 5 minutes a day. Who doesn't have 5 minutes a day? We always say, I don't even have 5 minutes, but it's not true. If we look, we have been able to allocate 5 minutes to things that may not contribute to us.
I'm not sure. Perhaps watching television or being immersed in endless telephone distractions and stories for a few minutes. Come on, 5 minutes a day, set an alarm on your cell phone. Set an alarm that tells you 5 minutes of meditation or contemplation. And contemplation can be contemplating the stars at night, contemplating a tree where there are little birds singing. It can be contemplating the clouds that move in the sky. It can be contemplating your hand dancing. It can be whatever you want. And meditating, well, you know, as far as it goes, you can close your eyes and inhabit the present in full presence. So 5 or 10 minutes a day during the month of June can be so good for us. And if you don't remember every day, well, as often as possible for you. Yes, we bring it to common sense, always above all things, okay?
Finally, my third piece of advice is prioritize rest.
Maybe this one doesn't seem powerful to us, but it is very powerful because it is precisely related to the energy it brings us. Rest. We are not always people used to the rest that the body asks of us.
In short,
we tend to hide symptoms of mental, energetic, emotional, and physical fatigue under different tools we have throughout the day, right? Varied dopamines along with, ibuprofen and things like that. Sometimes life brings us, and at specific moments they save us from a jam.
We cannot deceive ourselves in any way. The month of June appears to hint at doing as much as possible beforehand, doesn't it?
We prioritize rest, so rest is a priority, because if I am rested, there I can be in the present, which deep down is going to bring us that peace and that harmony, not what the month of June asks of us.
This concludes everything I wanted to share regarding June.
Notice that, as we said, it is not a month that is going to make noise. It is not a month of running.
It is a month of listening, of being present, because he has a gift, but he doesn't have a gift for anyone. Whoever runs that gift still misses it. I hope not. I hope we can all get the gift, huh? That is what I desire most, and those are going to be my decrees for the month of June, for me, for everyone, the truth.
Let us all discover what truly matters in life, as it is the ultimate key, the Holy Grail itself, of many of our existences, and overlooks us in everyday life, in the rush, in simply the inertia of life.
Because what I want in my life today, not what I wanted 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or even last week, which is what I want today, I give myself to the present.
And that is the great gift that they bring us this June, and that it is truly the Holy Grail that will bring us exactly the area of miracles that we like so much.
It is going to bring us those healthy relationships that we value and appreciate so much. It is going to bring us that quality of life, right? Ultimately, it's these moments that provide us with immense joy and a sense of fulfillment. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this podcast from Lucy Conciencia. What are the proposals for the month of June? Well, the usual ones, as you already know, you have at your disposal, if you wish, a guided meditation to connect with your spiritual guides. Remember that all this information is channeled specifically from Archangel Michael in this month. And all this information can reach you. You can receive more practical information about your daily life. You can receive information for other people. You can receive what you feel, that love, that warmth really is available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
This isn't exclusive to a lucky few. It truly belongs to everyone.
And they're willing to tell all of us about this.
So look, you have a guided meditation where you can connect with your spiritual guides. You just have to sign up for email. Then every week I will send you an email to let you know what there is direct and what we are going to talk about. And once a month in that same email you will have a message with a channeling for you, a database of hundreds of channeled messages. And you have one that is for you. It is very ritualized so that you get the one that helps you the most complement the energy of the month of June. Very good. Other proposals, if you wish, you can delve deeper into learning to channel, because in the end, the guided meditation is simply through, sensations of, visualizations. But maybe for you, it is another system. Channeling can be done in many ways, from automatic writing to different ways of perceiving, such as claircognition, olfactory perceptions even. We are a whole body in resonance, so we can channel from so many places.
You have the course to learn how to channel. If you feel like it, you can go deeper from there. That's all for now. Sending you an enormous heartfelt hug, truly massive. May your June be filled with the deepest peace, most profound harmony and remarkable clarity. And so for everyone, let's seek that Holy Grail, what I earnestly long for in life, the ultimate pursuit. The question is not, the answer is the Holy Grail.
I send you a huge hug.